want you.
But do you need me?
Oh, I need you.
Do you love me?
Until now.
I love you.
So before we dive into the memories, and I know that we all have so much to share, I just want to say a few words to honor Bishop's wishes about what is yet to be.
Lynn Whitfield has so many classic performances. You know the Emmy winner from Greenleaf's Lady May and Brandy in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, to unforgettable portrayals in the Josephine Baker story and Eve's Bayou. The legendary actress was in town for the Prince George's Film Festival over the weekend, and that's where we chatted about those roles and how she made them iconic. What does a character have to have in order for you to agree to sign on to a movie?
I've got to feel that there's a good arc to the character. You know, so a character starts at one place and travels and journeys and grows or withers and ends somewhere else, right? So that's important to me, that the character makes changes and complexity. I don't find much excitement or passion when something is written very simplistically, because I think that human beings are very complex.
And you've done that. I mean, people are making Brandy memes and videos on TikTok. Do you get a kick out of that?
Well, you know, when I was a little girl, I used to watch the $1 Million Movie with my grandmother, Estelle, in Baton Rouge, right? And so movies like All About Eve, right, which Betty Davis walks down the staircase, fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night. And, you know, that kind of thing. I said, I want to do characters and create characters that are quotable, where they remember what you said, where you have those little taglines that people will never forget. I always wanted to do classic work that could stand the test of time, right? So it's really cool because I get to do it. Or, you know, people will say, what is that line you said in Medea's family reunion when she told you you was going to go to hell? I said, I vacation there. And they loved that.
That interviewed you back in 2019 at the Essence Fest.
Oh, yes.
For Greenleaf, actually.
Oh.
And this is a photo of us.
Oh.
And what I asked you, I said...
And that was at the big...
2019, July of 2019.
Yes.
Yep. And I asked you, how are you able to play all of these varied characters so well? And you grabbed my hands and you said, it's because of what I've been through.
Oh, yes.
You were able to bring parts of your lived experiences to your characters.
Yes.
So now that I know that, I want to know, what do your characters give you?
Oh, I learned lessons through my characters, you know? Well, we were talking about Brandy Webb, you know, that old adage, you know, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I learned that, you know, and maybe not completely at that time, that no relationship that brings you deep sadness and undermines your sense of security of yourself, you know, and your self-image, it's not worth it. If it brings out the worst in you, right? I learned, you know, just better to take your shoes off, put them in your hand, and just keep on stepping. Step away from that. It's not worth it. With Josephine Baker, you know, because she put her career on hold and then had to go through all of the machinations of adopting 12 kids and a rainbow tribe and all that, because by then she couldn't have her own children. And I did not put life on hold, you know. I fell in love, we got married, and I had a beautiful baby girl, Grace, who's now a grown lady and working on her own art form, which is music and composing, performing. To not put your life on hold for a career, that, you know, we've got to try to live it all. So each character and the lessons, you know, like now I'm still trying to learn from Lady May. If you remember, her final sermon was, you know, make me new. what is the new thing? So at this point in my life and phase in my career and the unfoldment of being a woman, you know, I've never been this age. I've never been at this point in my career, and it's time for me to have that new thing.
And I have no doubt that new thing will be just as illustrious as all the other things that she's done. And that's where you can follow Miss Lynn Whitfield online. And I spoke with her right before the closing brunch keynote speech that she delivered at the Prince George's Film Festival. And it was a packed house. And one thing I remember her telling people was that now it's a lot easier to become popular because of social media and streaming, but make sure you always focus on the craft. And I'm sure our chefs can agree to that. At the end of the day, you need to know what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Social media only take you so far.
Exactly.
You have to have the craft behind it to keep pushing it.
So she's amazing. I can't believe I sat down with one of my childhood heroes. Yeah, very
Did you have
good.
this like pinch me moment? This is
really
so surreal.
did.
Because I could tell like you were bringing your authenticity and your Marissa stamp to the interview, but like you've come into your own, and to watch it with her, it's like,
okay, make me new. Lady May, the
And you both looked
Marissa.
amazing. We were just talking about that behind here. You absolutely look stunning.
Oh,
so
thank
both
you so
ladies.
much. I appreciate you
Fangirling for you.
guys. All right.